Goddamn phone ads. Anyway, so yeah, Libra, the sun is fallen in Libra because Libras don't really take initiative and action the way they should do. Like if, like I said, they were getting cheated on or something like that. Them getting cheated on, they'll be like, well, I mean, you know, maybe they didn't mean to. Maybe they were just feeling some kind of way at the time. Maybe I did some and everything. They'd be kind of like getting down on themselves and everything. They'd be blaming themselves for shit that they didn't even do. So it's really fucked up with the sun falling in Libra. But, you know, the sun doesn't always play out energies where it's like always like fucked up and everything, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you got to rise it up out of the ashes. You got to rise it up out of the water and everything. So, but you doing that, it takes time. You got to work. You got to build the willpower, aka the sun, which rules the stomach area and is exalted in the head area, aka you having the mindset to be able to have the willpower, to be able to not be so compensated with these motherfuckers that are actually, you know, dragging you under the bus and everything. So that's how the sun can get, you know, exalted and everything away in Libra and shit like that. But anyway, that's the archetype of Libra in a nutshell. Now, when we start to get into the signs that are in conjuncts, let's break those down. Let's give a quick breakdown of those real quick, and then we'll give a totality summary of, you know, why Libra is misunderstood in the first place. So, Pisces. Now, both of these energies are, you know, Venusian. You know, the word I'm saying is Venus is exalted in Pisces, and in Taurus, Venus is at home here. This is the feminine receiving side. Venus, this is Taurus, this is the throat. When we're talking about medical astrology, this is the throat, you know, dealing with, and especially like kind of like the vocal cords and shit like that and everything. The thyroid and shit like that, that's Taurus. Now, and like this shit right here, that's Taurus, you know. And then Pisces is the feet and everything. So, you know, when we get into medical astrology and shit. So Venus, like, you know, is highly, you know, when it's able to go to places and be able to highly appreciate and soak into the aesthetics of where it's able to travel to based upon it's taking its feet and being able to, or, you know what I'm saying, like, whenever you go into water, normally the first thing that you put into the water is your feet. So, you know, you put your feet in and then you're able to just like connect and soak in and just like, peace and love everybody and everything. So it plays out like that too. So in general, let's start with Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. Now, water, we're going to already be dealing with connecting to vibrations, emotions, feelings. In this case, this is mutable. So like I said, when we talk about Pisces, this is energy where you take chord progressions that people are familiar with, and then you take that said chord progression and then you put it into a song, and then you push that song out to the world, and based upon people resonating with that chord progression, they're going to already vibrate and resonate to it. So that's mutable water adapting to vibrations. That's a metaphor for that. But anyway, the ruler of Pisces is Jupiter and Neptune. So Jupiter is the wisdom planet, the expansion planet, the fattening up planet. So this will fatten up anything. And, well, I'm not going to get into that medical astrology right now. But anyway, fattening up, you know what I'm saying? Expanding, adding more weight to, adding more depth to an energy. Putting a meaning and reasoning, or, you know, expanding your horizons upon an energy. You know, Pisces does that with, you know, its feelings. It likes to expand its feelings. This is why Pisces, you know, they are emotional in a lot of different ways, but they're able to kind of like go above their emotions in a lot of different ways. And this is why they're able to help out the collective consciousness, which is why it's mutable water. And with Neptune, they're highly creative, highly intuitive at the same time. Venus is exalted in Pisces, meaning that, you know, Pisces are highly loving, highly appreciative, like to the point to where, you know, they'll cry their eyes out just for the sake of somebody else, you know, getting hurt. If somebody else gets hurt, a Pisces will be like, what the fuck is going on? I'm about to fucking, goddamn, man. But then, like, you know, with Mercury falling and being away in Pisces also, what that does is it's away and it's fallen. So it's like, it doesn't want to work, and like it'll fall asleep at work and everything like that. This is like, it's like that classic scenario of like you're at an office job and everything, and you're like, I'm at an office job and shit, so I'm like typing and everything, and then, you know, based upon me sitting down for a long period of time, jumping into that Mercury energy, start to kind of like drift away and everything. So, you know. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's the Piscean archetype. It's like, it's really like, it has to be in the creative dream realm. It can't really be in a place to where, you know, it's like always having to be suppressed in that area, you know what I'm saying? Having to be logical and use like actual words to communicate with actual people and shit like that, aka bringing this shit to reality, because Pisces is so much into the dream realm. Now, Okay, so the reason Libra is misunderstood by the Piscean, or the reason the Piscean energy plays out misunderstanding energies from Libra, is because more so the exalted Pisces energy. I mean the exalted Venus energy of Pisces. And also the adaptability of other people's emotions. So this is like Libras are misunderstood because they may be highly gullible and everything like that. Like highly gullible. Because Venus already rules Libra, but then Pisces, Venus being exalted in Pisces, it's like extra, it's like fantasy, it's like, goddamn, it's like, not only are they rose-colored glasses, but it's like highly saturated shade, highly saturated pink. Not only that, but you got a pink suit on and everything like that, a pink top hat and everything, the little cane that people had in the 1930s with the little white thing at the tip and shit like that. I don't fucking know, with the top hat, the 1930s style. All that is rose-colored and everything. It's like you just live and breathe in that shit. People look at you like, the fuck, like, I don't get it, man. People be like laughing at your ass like behind closed doors and everything because you're highly gullible, because you bending over for somebody that's really like shitting on you, like literally at the end of the day, like quite literally. This is how Libras are misunderstood. They're seen as highly gullible and everything like that, and to a person, like I said, who doesn't take action, the fallen side of the sun. So they're just highly seen as somebody who doesn't take the right amount of action and everything. And then they may not be able to speak up they may not be able to speak up for themselves in a lot of different ways too. Even though they're air signs, sometimes trying to logically explain why you compromise with somebody, this is where other people are not going to really understand misunderstandings. And then with the, with the Jupiter and the Neptune, like, you may fatten up or saturate too much of an illusion based upon who you may love and appreciate and who you're compromising with too. Now, let's briefly break down Taurus and see how Taurus is misunderstood by the Libra energy also. Now, Taurus is actually like, quite literally the feminine side, is quite literally just like an altered version of Libra. Like an Earth version of Libra. There's a lot of similarities, but there's a significant differences too. AKA they're both ruled by Venus. So it's like, you got, you know what I'm saying, when you got the rotation, Uriel has a video breaking this down too. You got the rotation, you got throat, which Venus is here too, and then you got the hips and everything. So it's like a rotation like that and everything, you know what I'm saying? You rotate like that, but that whole rotation, you know what I'm saying, shit looks slow to, other people and to, based upon perception, but that whole rotation is one wheel, one chakra and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? The head to the genitals, that is a Mars chakra. That's a ray, like, and then this is a ray and everything, and then, Mercury to the nervous system, that's a ray too. That's a rainbow ray too and everything. You know what I'm saying? We're all different rainbow rays and shit like that based upon the curvature and shit like that, It's just a lot of different deep energies and shit. But anyway, there's no coincidence I'm talking about that, because this is a Libra, heavily Venusian-based video, because Venus rules Libra. Also, Venus is exalted in Pisces, and then Venus rules Taurus too. So, but like I said, the feminine, masculine. So it's like a zoop, zoop, zoop. So it's like a pulsating energy. It's like a positive masculine charge. It's like a feminine negative. It's a plus negative charge, basically. So, in a nutshell, the only thing that isn't really understood 100% is Taurus may not do the shit like Libra, like, always taking this person for a ride and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Always doing this, that, and the third and everything. A Taurus will have to kind of have that energy and, play that stubborn energy like, okay, well, can you at least compromise with me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? As far as like if they're like, you know what I'm saying, instead of like giving a person a ride all the time, they'll be like, okay, but, are you sure? Like, is there a reason? Like, are you not stable? A Taurus would rather give somebody a sense of stability than keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for them and everything. That's why Libra, the 7th house, is right next to the 6th house, Virgo, because Libras may do shit. They may compensate too much on a routine and pattern to the where they may, over-exalt themselves and exhaust themselves. Now, Mars, once again, is away in Taurus. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they both don't deal with, basically what I'm saying is Mars is not really fucking with the energy of compensating. You know what I'm saying? It's not compensating with material items as well, as far as giving too much of what they got to other people, which is the 2nd house, which is giving what you have to offer to the world. And then, like I said, it's not compromising with relationships a lot of the time, to be honest with you. But at the same time, what really strikes a difference is, the exaltation and the falls. Now, the moon is exalted in Taurus, but Saturn is exalted in Libra. So the moon and Saturn naturally oppose each other. So this is like highly opposite energies and everything like that. And this is an energy that Taurus doesn't understand also. Well, before we get into that, Taurus, the moon exalted, Tauruses are highly reactive and everything like that. Highly, highly, highly reactive and everything. Especially when they feel like a bill is not going to be able to be paid in time. They highly react and everything and try to find a way to gain high stability at a quick amount of time. ASAP. Uranus falls in Taurus too. What this means is that, with Uranus being the planet of being different and bringing change and bringing newness, that's scary for a Taurus. A Taurus is like, what the fuck? I got to move? I got to put all this shit into storage and everything? I got to put all these material shit into storage and everything like that? I got to put my fucking crystal, I got to put my damn shit and everything like that, my books and everything, my guitars and everything. I got to put that all in storage, man. You must be out your motherfucking mind. But Tauruses have to understand how to bring that fallen Uranus energy out from the surface and be able to adapt to its environment. This is also why Taurus does not understand in Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is a traveling-based energy. But I already broke that down into how Taurus is misunderstood. Go check that video out. Now, overall, Taurus, the moon being exalted, and Libra, Saturn being exalted, this is playing out highly misunderstood energies too, and in an opposing kind of way too, because Taurus is highly reactive, but Libra's trying to be highly secure. So it's kind of like, Taurus is like, oh shit, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We need to pay a bill on time. We need to pay this bill on time and shit. And then Libra's like, okay, I get it, but we need to make sure that we know how to get this bill paid on time and everything like that. I don't need you to overreact and everything. We need to be a little realistic right now at the same time. But these energies, they're both highly exalted, and they're both already naturally opposing energies. So you may butt heads. It may be a highly misunderstood energy. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's basically how Libra is misunderstood by Taurus. In a nutshell, is that they don't understand. They may not be understood because at highly emotional times and everything, a Libra may appear distant and everything, even though they're trying to be helpful and be relatable. At that particular time where a Taurus may need high emotional support, the Libra's not really given that right now at the moment. They're being kind of harsh. Saturn, they're being a little, difficult to work with right now at the moment, And then Uranus falling in Taurus, Libras may want to change, you know what I'm saying? They may want to change particular situations. They may want to change aspects of the relationship. But a Taurus is like, man, this shit is scary. Can we please just, keep everything structured and everything like that? Like, I really not, like, Taurus will be passive and everything. And then the Libra may not even take initiative action at first. It may kind of be a built-up energy, and then when that energy hits the fan, the Libra may want to take action, and then the fallen energy of Uranus and Taurus it's like button heads energy, and it's just like highly deep subconscious energies and everything. It's like two people arguing with each other when they both just woke up and they're both sleepy and highly sensitive. And that's a highly misunderstanding energy too. But at the end of the day, the overall archetype of how Libra is misunderstood, they're misunderstood when we get to the Pisces. They're misunderstood in a way to where they're seen as highly gullible. Like I said, highly saturated rose-colored glasses, pink top hat, suit and everything, gloves, highly pimped out as far as rose-colored glasses and shit like that. But you don't really want that energy, because people may not want to fuck with you because people think that you'll be weak and everything, and that you won't take action onto certain things. You know what I mean? And then Libras may not be understood because they may not be able to give emotional support at a time being when people are being highly reactive and people need emotional support at the biggest time they need it. But you're trying to make more sense in this shit. Which may be good, but I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, you have to realize that, calm down, tell it afterwards, but, hug the person, or, if it's your lover, just give them a kiss and everything. Just, just cherish them and just be like, okay, now I need to talk to you. We need to really figure out this plan and everything, be a little more considerate and everything. And then with Uranus falling in Taurus, you have to learn how to not try to change too much of the situations based upon compromising, or, you wanting to compromise the situation based upon changing how another person is acting within the relationship. You don't want to do that shit too much. But overall, this is the archetype of how Libra is misunderstood. Peace. Now, in a little bit, we'll begin into Scorpio.